What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Josh out here with Infinite Bassin. Today we've got something a little bit new for you guys. Today we are going to do a product review on a new rod that just come out from my favorite company, old Dobyns rods. Today we've got my favorite rod in the boat pitted up against the new line that just came out. And I don't know if you guys know about it, but it's called the Kaden Series. Let me give y'all a nice little overview of it here. So, bottom rod here is set up with a tactical DD75. The top rod also has a tactical DD75 on it. The Kaden Series rod is a 735 CB. The Champion XP is a 764 CB. So with the Kaden, we go up in power and we lose 3 inches. No big deal, but should be a pretty comparable test. The Kaden is rated at 8 to 20 pound line, 1/4 to 1 ounce weight. It's a medium heavy, moderate fast action rod that's rated for crankbaits, rattle traps, topwater baits. Move up here to the Champion XP. It is 8 to 14 pound line, 1/4 to 3/4 ounce medium mod fast action crankbait rod. The Champion XP is one of my favorite rods in the Dobyns crankbait lineup. Hopefully this new Kaden Series rod will follow suit. Let's I've already took a few casts with these things to get them dialed in. Both setups are new since my last setup decided it wanted to take a swim in the Delta. We lost that one, so both setups are brand new. Just got the reels dialed in, so let's get to testing. Now, this isn't going to be a super scientific test at all. We've got 2 different rated rods and 2 different reels. Both the reels are pretty comparable price range wise. We're running the same crankbait, so we should get a decent feel with how these things should work for us. Let's start with the Kaden first. It's super soft tip for a 5 power rod. Rod's super light. One of the things that I did notice when I was setting these rods up is that the Kaden has a softer tip than the Champion XP rod does, which for me in this situation, for this technique, I like to have a little bit stiffer of a tip in my crankbait rods just for being able to launch them. This is just going to take a little bit used to having this softer tip. You definitely feel it bend more. I don't know if you can see it in the camera in the back there. But it definitely bends more in the backstroke of this thing. So you just gotta not whip it as hard and you get the same results as you do with the other reel. But all in all, this thing is super light compared to, say, the Sierra rods that these things should be replacing. I don't know if you guys looked, but the blank is unsanded, so you do get to feel the spirals from the wrap. I don't know if you can see that or not. The spiral, yeah, they are. The spirals from the wrap on this guy, which I think is a cool feature. Some guys might not like it, but I do. You can almost spool this reel. These are this Zillion is a shallow spool, so it doesn't hold very much line anyway. I think we only got maybe, I couldn't even tell you how much we got on there when we set it up. But anyway, this thing does feel good. Jerking on it, it loads pretty. You can feel that 5 power once you rip into this thing. So this guy should have plenty of power for all of you guys who like to throw rattle traps and stuff like that on your crankbait rods. Let's swap over to the Champion XP. This is the again, the 764, which is my favorite crankbait rod. Let's give this thing a whirl. Oh yeah. I don't know what it is. Like I just think it might be because it's a couple inches longer, but I don't know. I just prefer the feel of this. It's a little bit stiffer in the tip than the Kaden is, which I like. If you like a softer tip in your crankbait rods, I would definitely suggest going with the Kaden over this one. But I think both of these are going to be super awesome rods. Let's get that out there. I can cast a little bit further with this one. I don't know if that's a difference in the rod, the reel, or if it's just because of the different actions, but two totally different actions, I guess you could say. Like, if you look at this one loads further in. It's a little bit softer going into the backbone of the rod, but all in all, my favorite. Weight wise between the two, just a what I'm feeling type situation. Say they're pretty close. Like, this would be one of the situations where I would have to put these on a scale to see the difference in weight, and of course the reels are gonna play a part in that as well. But all in all, I'm decently impressed with these rods. I would have liked to see it for it being a medium heavy 5-power rod. I would have liked to see it be a little bit stiffer in the tip, but I think we'll find a nice use for this setup, whether it be cranking, throwing rattle traps, you know, something of that nature. But anyways, this video is just a short little snippet of what you guys are going to be seeing here soon. We've got a couple tournaments coming up that I'm going to be using both of these setups in. I don't know if I'm going to keep both of them running crankbaits, or if I'm going to, you know, try top water, try a rattle trap or a jerk bait on that setup. But I'm definitely going to play around with it and see which technique we prefer on this rod, because right now for deep cranking, you already know, still sticking with that Champion XP. That 764 is by far one of my favorite rods, and that will be one that I will always have in the boat. So more to come. We're gonna leave you guys here and see if we can't finish the other video that we started working on out here. I think we've got like 3 videos going out here at this little time, this thing, but we're gonna get back at it, see if we can get some fish in the boat.